Hi everybody, this is Jazz, aka Trend Trader for you. So here I am again, trying to do the weekly SPY analysis that I do every week. Welcome to the new members that have signed up through the website. So what I do, I go into the weekly time frame of SPY and kind of dissect it out, then go into the daily and even more further it down and see if we what kind of trend we see, etc., etc. And I do post most of my analysis onto the Ticker TV. I was going to broadcast, but I'm just not feeling good today. I got this bad cold, so I'll be pausing in between just to sneeze or whatever, right? So anyway, so let's talk about SPY. What are we looking at here is a weekly chart, and as if you have been following me, we've been bullish for the longest time, okay? And trend is a trend. We keep on riding the trend till it bends, right? And we pointed out this lower high in here. Then we also pointed out this area in the daily as well as in weekly, that this is where we could expect some kind of bounce out of. We'll go into the daily and we'll talk about that too. So what happened last week? Uh, well, let's talk about what happened 3 weeks before that. We had a shooting star, a follow through to the downside, and the follow through to the downside, and came to an area where technically we expected a bounce. And these lines were drawn from the last analysis. I haven't changed much, and if you could go on Ticker TV, you can see exactly what we talked about as far as the bounce and where it could reach to, right? So huge big candle, right? As you could see, beautiful green candle in here, small bottoming tail, small topping tail, and open right around here, this area, and closed toward the top of it, right? A little bit of selling pressure, but nothing to worry about. Let's just extend this trend line, see if we get a test of it, and possibly wait for a breakout. Okay, wait for some kind of or watch for this high to be taken out. Then obviously this is the major high that we've been watching to take out. So we'll see how that works out. So as far as the weekly trend, nothing wrong with it. We have the higher lows and higher highs as we discussed, and I gave a definition of the higher highs and higher lows, right? That's what makes up the trend. So right now that's what we're doing. We're in somewhat of a, you can call it a symmetrical triangle, connecting all these dots, connecting these dots, and possibly another breakout of from this. We could see another move up to the to test. God knows what, right? It's at 210 right now. We could come test maybe let's say 213, maybe around a 218, 219 area. We'll see how that goes. But as far as the weekly, this is looking good. Let's go into the daily. Okay, just gonna go into daily. So daily way is where the most of the price action is. Remember, I've been drilling this down. If you're longer term trader, you're looking at the weekly, okay? And if you're a short term trader or swing trader, you need to get down into the smallest time frame, which is daily. If you're even day trader, then you even need to get down into 60-minute and kind of go into the 3-minute or 5-minute to pull the trigger, okay? Uh, so since this is a free analysis, I'll try to give enough in there, but I'll save a little bit for my paid members too, as obviously they're paying me, right? So again, in the daily, this was a critical area. Let's just zoom in here. This was the critical area where the price was expected to bounce, and it came down and did bounce out of here. We talked about how the shakeout happened, and then the follow through. Once this trend line also broke, we gave some targets, which was this gap and around this area and around this gap as well. 211 was I believe 211 was the target that was given. And what we're looking at is a healthy uptrend right now, healthy short-term uptrend in daily. Once you break the high of this, we'll have another higher high, which is definitely healthy, because what we made in here, it was a higher low above this, or most importantly above this, right? This was all discussed in the last video. So we'll see how that goes. And as far as to the analysis go, this is we're waiting for somewhat of a breakout of this, the highs of here, or even a highs around here, 210.66, to test maybe 211.84. We might retrace back to it, and that's what I'm going to talk about in the smaller time frame with the paid members, that where we could come down and test the a smaller time frame area. Guys, I hate to be one of those where uh, I completely cut the video out and somebody's explaining and then say sign up for the next part of the analysis. But at least what I do is try to run it down that way, what's in the weekly, what's in the daily, and where you could expect to break out, instead of just completely cutting off the video and say okay sign up, put a banner where it says sign up for it, and you'll get the next part of it. I hate to do that, but at least I'm providing enough analysis in here where you can say okay we can break out from here and come down to test this area again if he wants, then maybe possibly and move another leg up. But if this breaks, we can test this area again. Okay, so one thing I wanted to share was this Ticker TV. This is where I broadcast mostly, and since I'm not able to do it today because I just got this bad cold, so I had to pause a couple times. In fact, I just had to cough, so I had to pause. So anyway, so Ticker TV is where I broadcast, right? If you go on this Ticker TV website, this is where you'll see whatever the live channel is, and then you can just click on. Sometimes I'm featured on here, sometimes I'm not. Where you can just go into recent view channels, or I'll probably list. See how right here I'm listed into the recent ones, and put out a trade in here. So anyways, so just click on here, and what they have done is really nice. They have gave as a presenter a capability where we can add to favorites, right? So all these are added into favorites, and you could see that once I get this into favorites, all these educational videos, and you can see part one, part two, 9 sectors, free trade journal, and last week of professional analysis. In fact, it got quite a hit because we were technically predicting the future based on the past, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, but you should have all the odds on your side. So anyways, once I add them into favorites, right, you can actually watch them on iPhone. So they have a new feature where uh, if you were to just click on Ticker TV and watch any of these recent broadcasts right here, and if they're not selected into the favorites, you can't, for some reason you can't watch them. But if they are selected into the favorites in here, which I have done all these, you can just simply click on it and watch it on your iPhone. I just tested it out on my iPhone and it worked. So you can test it out and you can tell me, hey Jazz, put this past broadcast. As you can see all these broadcasts, you can see and you can tell me, you know what, hey, can you put all these broadcasts into the favorites or whatever you're interested in, and from there on I'll just do it that way. You can access it on your phone, if you're I don't know, doing something or sitting on a in a bathroom or something. You can just pop in and say, you know what, let me see what this guy has to talk about. But anyway, that's what I wanted to share, and I'll talk to you guys later. Hopefully, you guys are learning from all this stuff. And this is the last month where my prices are staying where they are at my website, trendtraderforyou.com, which is right around here. You can take a screenshot of whatever you want to do, but they will eventually go up. Excuse me. So I'm just gonna pause it and continue on with the paid one, right? Take care, guys.